Hi, I'm Andrea Ballou. Welcome. Today I'd like to talk about cleaning up your language. And no, I don't mean profanity. I'm talking about how we speak so that we are credible, believable, trustworthy, and that bad habits don't get in our way of communicating powerfully with the people that we are communicating with, if you will. This was something that came through on a survey that I did, that many people had this concern, so I wanted to make sure to address it. And there's three things I want to share with you. The first is rushing. Have you noticed that people rush? A lot of fast talkers out there. And what that does primarily is we lose our awareness of what we're saying. So if we have some problem areas, they just kind of get done like and our words get garbled. So we're not even really aware of what we're doing, and we can't be understood. Better to slow down a little bit, especially if you're trying to correct some habits and make some changes. Rushing's the first issue I see. The second issue is actually how we form the words. At least I know we get so much on autopilot for myself that it's so easy to just get really lazy with our mouths, right? And not really say anything that way. I'm just kind of so instead, use your mouth to form the words. That's a little exaggerated. I was working with a client the other day who was using the word fillins. Fillins. It was a fillins. I had no idea what he meant. And so we looked at that. He meant feelings. So to correct that, we just dissected that word. It's feelings, and said that slowly over and over. And I can tell you he will never think of feelings again without thinking feelings. I think some of that comes from my own study of languages, because you really needed to dissect words in order to learn how to pronounce them correctly. So we can do the same thing with our own language. Feelings. The third piece is grammar. Simply grammar. I know that I don't always use correct grammar, and I want to. Sometimes I do it on purpose. Hey, ain't that great? Just for effect. But knowing what correct grammar is really important in the long term. One of my pet peeves is the phrase had went. It's not had went, it's had gone. So instead of I had went to the store, I had gone to the store. I do think that some of this is really colloquial. It depends on the part of the country that you hail from. But it can also be very distracting when you talk to people. And if you want to have that believability, that credibility, that trustworthiness, and be a very effective, powerful communicator, it's important to pay attention to the actual language that you use and how you're speaking, the diction, slang, those kinds of things that can really get in the way unless you're doing them on purpose. So if I can help you with some of that, I'd love to do it. We'll have a great time. And just remember, all the world's a stage and the men and women merely players. So make sure that your play is authentically yours. See you next time. Bye.